नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। So we are discussing from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 3, Karma Yoga, verse number 38, right? धूमेनाव्रियते वह्निः यथा दशो मलेन च यथा म्लेनावृतो गर्भः तथा तेनेदम् आवृतम्. Okay, word to word meaning, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Dhumena, by smoke. Avriyate, is covered. Vahani, fire. Yatha, just as. Adarshaha, mirror. Malena, by dust. Cha, also. Yatha, just as. Ulbena, by the womb. Avritaha, is covered. Garbhaha, embryo. Tatha, so. Tena, by that lust. Idam, this. Avritam, is covered. Translation: as fire is covered by smoke, as a mirror is covered by dust, or as the embryo is covered by the womb, the living entity is similarly covered by different degrees of this lust. Please repeat after me. As fire is covered by smoke, as a mirror is covered by dust, or as the embryo is covered by the womb, the living entity is similarly covered by different degrees of this lust. Purport: there are 3 degrees of covering of the living entity by which his pure consciousness is obscured. This covering is but lust under different manifestations, like smoke in the fire, dust on the mirror, and the womb about the embryo. When lust is compared to smoke, it is understood that the fire of the living spark can be a little perceived. In other words, when the living entity exhibits his Krishna consciousness slightly, he may be likened to the fire covered by smoke. Although fire is necessary where there is a smoke, There is no overt manifestation of fire in the early stage. This stage is like the beginning of Krishna consciousness. The dust on the mirror refers to a cleansing process of the mirror of the mind by so many spiritual methods. The best process is to chant the holy name of the Lord. The embryo covered by the womb is an analogy illustrating a helpless position. For the child in the womb is so helpless that he cannot even move. This stage of living condition can be compared to that of the trees. The trees are also living entities, but they have been put in such a condition of life by such great exhibition of lust that they are almost void of all consciousness. The covered mirror is compared to the birds and beasts, and the smoke covered fire is compared to the human being. In the form of a human being, the living entity may revive a little Krishna consciousness. If he makes further development, the fire of spiritual life can be kindled in the human form of life. By careful handling of the smoke in the fire, fire can be smoked to blaze. Therefore, the human form of life is a chance for the living entity to escape the entanglement of material existence. In the human form of life, one can conquer the enemy lust by cultivation of Krishna consciousness under the able guidance. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Ajnanatirmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapad Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitantam Sajivam Savadetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. First of all, thank you very much for the management for giving me this opportunity to serve. And English is not my first language, so please I would ask forgiveness from the English speaking devotees if I speak something which is not, let us say, properly in English language. So please forgive me and try to get the message. So, as we know, all being a practicing devotees, or some are very advanced devotees, in the beginning, Krishna puts Arjuna in dilemma, and Arjuna is refusing, he refused to fight, as we know in the beginning. And then he is giving different reasons also why he doesn't want to fight. And he is giving very shastric reasons to show himself that Krishna, it's not good for me to fight. And then he's saying that if he will fight, what will be the consequence of the fighting? Means to say, like sometime a disciple wants to give some excuse to his spiritual master not to perform certain duties or something like what his spiritual master told him. Then he gives sometimes spiritual injection also to show that Guru Maharaj, I know something, I also know. So Krishna purposefully is putting Arjuna in that position. So if we will have some doubts in the orders of the spiritual master, then what we have to do? That we know in Bhagavad Gita, and we are trying to discuss these things only. So when this chapter ends, so Arjuna is asking question, Krishna, you are saying me that Buddhi Yoga is better than doing fruitive activities, and now you are putting me in this such a ghastly work. Like Arjuna is giving again some another reason not to fight. Why you are saying? So why Arjuna is saying this, asking this question, we all understand, and being in Krishna consciousness that these are different doubts comes in our spiritual life. Actually, these are all our doubts. Even sometime it will not come in our let us say brain or in our mind. But Arjuna, is being a very advanced, or let us say pure devotee of Krishna, he is asking these questions. So there should be no doubts in the following orders of the Krishna, which comes in our life as the orders of bona fide spiritual master. That's what Prabhupada is writing so many places. So in this section, when Krishna has made him understand that, even in this section, text 30, when Vaishnava Maharaj was giving class, Prabhupada writes even the purport, as we have heard. This is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita should end up here even. Mai sarvani karmani sannyas adhatma chetasa nirashar nirmamo bhutva yuddhasva vigata jvara. This Krishna is saying to Arjuna. Therefore, O Arjuna, telling all different aspects of karma, then he is coming to this point. Krishna came to this point. Therefore, O Arjuna, surrendering all your works unto me with full knowledge of me, without desire for profit, with no claims to proprietorship, and free from lethargy, fight. And Prabhupada writes, this verse clearly indicates the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. And then Krishna is giving different, let us say, aspect of if somebody follows and if somebody don't follow in next 31 to 34 verses. And then 35th shloka, Krishna is speaking very specifically. What is speaking? Shreya swadharmo viguna paradharma swaanushtita swadharma nidhadam shreya paradharma bhayavaha. It is far better to discharge one's prescribed duties, even though faultily, than another's duties perfectly. Destruction in the course of performing one's own duty is better than engaging in others' duties, for to follow others' path is dangerous. This is maybe Arjuna wanted to go in forest, we will not fight. So Krishna is telling, no, you do your duty, whatever nature, whatever occupational, we say occupational duty you have got. Let us say from the last bus, some people get nature of a let us say Shudra. From last bus, some people get nature of a Vaishya. From the last bus, some people get the nature of a Kshatriya, and some people get nature of a Brahmana. This is called occupational, like we got occupied. So Krishna is saying, no, we have to do our duties. Whatever nature we have got, we have to do that duties, even if it is not done properly. Means to say, he is saying to Arjuna, if you are fighting, even you lost, no problem. But you fight. And why you have to fight, he had told already in 30th shloka. And he will tell further also, so many times. And the final also, 18th chapter he will say also. So then Arjuna is asking, okay, we will do our duties, whatever nature we have got. But sometime we act like a sinful acts we do. Like somebody is pushing me. This is 36 shloka. Atha kena prayukto papa charita purusham anachaniya vashanaya baladivana yojita. So this is the question comes again. Arjuna say, okay, I'm doing Kshatriya duty, but sometimes I act like which is not injection for the Kshatriya, or which is like a sinful. Why Krishna? Why it happens? Okay, I will fight, but if sin will come then? Or sometimes we see people are doing sinful activities, like a force, some force is there. Then Krishna gives a reason why it happens. In the yesterday shloka, His Holiness Prabodhanand Maharaj, he gave class. Kamesha Krodesha Rajoguna Samudbhava. He is giving root cause of sinful acts that a living entity perform in this material world, under condition, when he is under the modes of material nature. And now in today's shloka, Krishna is saying the nature of a lust, different degree of a lust. This is the beauty of Vedic teachings, that when some problem is discussed, they don't discuss only problem, they go to the root of the problem. That the root should be, if root is cured, then the whole problem will be solved. But nowadays, the whatever teachings, or we call this in schools and colleges, which Prabhupada was very much angry, and we should be, because they don't discuss, they don't go to the root of the problems. They just want to cure problem from externally. First of all, they don't know what is the root, and they use their own brain, means to say their own knowledge, so-called, and try to solve the problem. If we see, let us say, give an example of, it's too hot. Then scientists use their brain, okay, make a machine which make a cool. So they develop first fan, then coolers, now AC, and now centralized AC is something. But this problem creates a bigger problem now. This all, means to say, inventions of the scientists is giving more problem to the living entities, or even to the world we know now. This whole, like what we call this warming, earth warming is going on. Let us say one problem, we are going the Chaturmasya normally. It's normally sadhus don't travel. They stay in one place. We hear from Chaitanya Charitamrita and different places that they stay at one place and then they discuss Krishna Katha, they practice Krishna consciousness more, they advance, or those people who are around them, they give them Krishna consciousness. This is the like sadhu's business. But let us say nowadays scientists, okay, now I will make a car which can run on earth, then they make something which can run on air, which can fly, something which can run on water. But now we see these cars are making more problem. So that faith we have to develop. By seeing, by hearing, one must get that realization that whatever solution Shastra is giving is perfect. And try to apply that lessons in our life, then life will be very peaceful, happy and Krishna conscious. In this way the faith will develop. If we have a doubt on the Shastras, if we have a doubt on the order of the bona fide spiritual master, then life will be very difficult and even the advancement in Krishna consciousness will be slow. It's not that one will not advance, but definitely slow. And if somebody do Vaishnava Aparadha in due course of time by practicing, then this is very difficult. We have heard so many stories, pastimes in Bhagavatam, that by committing Vaishnava Aparadha, our consciousness become covered. And by what it covered? Covered by lust. The desire, lust means desire for enjoyment. This is just someone, let us say, simple paribhasha. How you call paribhasha in English? Mataji kya kahenge paribhasha ko? like a sutra, like a if you explain lust, this is lust means desire for enjoyment. That is lust. Sometime when we talk about or discuss about lust, lust means thing like, generally people think attraction between opposite sex. That is lust. No. Lust means desire for enjoyment. And definitely in this material world, the most the jiva gets so-called enjoyment in opposite sex. Men gets from women, and woman gets from men. So-called enjoyment for some times and then finished, then again same cycle goes. But here Srila Prabhupada explains in this purport that there are different degrees of lust. I just wanted to say like how lust covers the jiva. It starts from definitely we don't know when it started. It is unknown. But desire for enjoyment separate from Krishna brings us in this material world. That the root cause of our what is the shloka? Jiva bhoga vancha kare. Mataji, you are expert in shlokas. Jiva bhoga vancha kare. Jhapatiya maya. This is in Chaitanya Charitamrita. As soon as we desire to enjoy separate from Krishna, Jhapatiya maya. Maya just caught us, catch us and or whatever way we can, let us say we come in material world. And in one purport I was reading, Srila Prabhupada writes that first we become Brahma, then come down, then come down, then come down. So why? Because desire for enjoyment separate from Krishna. That is the, let us say, paribhasha of lust. And then there are different degrees of lust, as Prabhupada explained in this purport. When person in a jiva in embryo, like a womb of a mother, then he cannot move. So this is, Prabhupada says, even in further in this purport, Prabhupada says it's like a trees. When jiva makes such a foolish act because of lust, then material nature put them in a form of a tree. What is the example of that? No. Prabhuji. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Mataji. Sons of Kubera, Nal Kubera and Manigriv. We know this pastime, how they were enjoying with women in completely, and Narad Muni knew perfectly Bhagavad Gita. He knows. He said, become a tree. But sadhus are so compassionate, so merciful. Even if they curse to advance in Krishna consciousness. They will never ever put jiva in such a position that they should not advance in Krishna consciousness. That's why sadhu sanga, lava matra kahe. Lava matra sadhu sanga sarva siddhi hoy. One must associate with sadhus. Even Shastra says if you go to any dham, any pilgrimages, what is the use of taking bath in different rivers or taking darshan? No, go associate with the sadhus there. For this reason. Because sadhus are so compassionate, their heart becomes so soft that they just can't see jiva is suffering in this material world. Because they have realized that there is no happiness in this material world. Maybe a person like me, I don't realize. I find still so much, try to find happiness somewhere. But they realize. So they use their all transcendental intelligence to engage conditioned soul. So our biggest enemy, lust, which is desire to enjoy, separate from Krishna, become finished. And then our real love, which is completely opposite from lust, should awaken. And then, Prabhupada, we can discuss about different degrees of lust, but it's not so much, let us say, we will get something. But if we understand what is lust and what is the cure for this lust, that's what Prabhupada explained in almost every purport. When Krishna says something, or in Srimad Bhagavatam, Shukdev Goswami is saying something, or Parikshit Maharaj is asking something, Prabhupada immediately goes to the solution and give the practical application of that problem. This is Bhaktivedanta purport. He will not just telling different stories. You will hardly find Prabhupada is telling different stories in his purports. Hardly. He will come to the point, little bit he will explain about what is, let us say in this, he is explained about different degrees of lust. In the end, he is giving the remedy to come out of this lust. I would take your permission to read this again. Please hear carefully. In the human form of life, one can conquer the enemy lust. How? By cultivation of Krishna consciousness. Stop? No, it's not stopped. Under able guidance. He could write just by cultivation of Krishna consciousness. No, he didn't finish purport here. He write under able guidance. It's very important. It's very important. Sometimes devotees, they come to Vrindavan by good fortune, by the mercy of Vaishnava and Guru Gaurang. We have fortune to stay in Vrindavan Dham from last so many years. We see devotees come from different parts of the world. They say we have renounced everything, and they come and then they live life whatever they want to live. They do every day maybe Govardhan Parikrama, sometime twice a Parikrama, sometime Vrindavan Parikrama. It's wonderful, it is very nice. Definitely it will purify. But Prabhupada is not recommending this thing. Otherwise this purport could be finished, and so many other purports. Even if you will read purport of the most important verse of this lust, or let us say the energy of the Krishna which binds jiva. Which verse it is? Which verse which says the energy of Krishna which keeps us in this material world, Mataji? Yes, Mataji is very expert. You don't. I said this verse, which explains us like energy which keeps us in this material world. Devi Heshi Gunmayi Mam Maya Duratya. Means this lust come under that energy only, na? Devi Heshi Gunmayi. That energy is like a Devi, it's like a my energy. Devi Eshe Gunmai, Mam Maya Duratya. Then Krishna, what Krishna says? Mameva prapadyante, only to me. Maya meta tarantite. Then one can surpass. In this purport also Prabhupada writes, like surrendering to the bona fide spiritual master. He never recommend this independence devotional service. Independent devotion, by the way, it is not devotional service. One very senior member of our ISKCON says, it is another form of enjoyment. In the garb of transcendentalists, we want to enjoy what I want to do. Otherwise, why Prabhupada writes every time these lines, and why Prabhupada shows by his own example? When he got his first instruction, he was always meditating on these instructions. He was always helping Gaudiya Math. He was all printing, he was writing. And what was the instruction of His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj to Prabhupada? What was the instruction of?
Translate to English and go.
Yes. You are an educated person. Try to preach in Western countries and write books. And that was Prabhupada's life. Even he was a Grihastha. Some people say, oh, he took 41 years, this year, that year. No. He was always meditating on Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's instruction and working on that. He was not sitting. He was one of the most, let us say, active member of Gaudiya Math at that time. So under the able guidance, especially we are very fortunate, we are in International Society for Krishna Consciousness. We have our Shiksha Guru first, Srila Prabhupada ji, and his very good disciples who are guiding. And if we follow their instruction with full heart and soul, definitely we will advance in Krishna consciousness. And we have seen also those who are following Srila Prabhupada's instruction strictly, they are advancing and they are changing so many lives. They are making so many devotees. They are making so many temples. They are producing so many books. They are preaching, they are distributing so many books. Because they are under the able guidance of Srila Prabhupada. So this is the how you say, like cure of a disease Prabhupada is giving, and even in this purport. This, even Krishna is going, he will explain where this, let us say, problem situated in next slokas, and how, like, different, still it will go further. Because Krishna, Arjuna has asked this question. So Krishna wants to tell him everything in details. But Prabhupada is so merciful. He is explaining just in this purport, first purport. Even I think, I don't know, in the last purport. Whenever I study Srila Prabhupada books, this lines lot of times struck me. And this lust is so powerful. If we hear from Srimad Bhagavatam, we have already just little bit discussed about this, Lal Kuber and Manigriv. If we think about their position, and what is our position? They were sons of a Kubera. It's not like ordinary thing. Very powerful. Like in what is our senses can do, but their senses, and definitely they are more 1,000 times intelligent than us. That's why this position has been given to them. Otherwise, why? We are not even sons of what? Ambani of India, or maybe Mr. Bill Gates. We have not given this facility. Yeah, Mr. Ambarish Prabhu has been given these facilities because of his whatever previous birth or devotional service, that he born in such a royal family and at the same time devotee. My point is, this lust is so powerful. Even they come under this. Even Lord Shiva. By the way, Lord Shiva doesn't come under the influence of lust, but he wanted to glorify Vishnu in the pastime of, the great pastime. Mohini Murti, thank you. He wanted to show how Krishna is, like we have to surrender only to Krishna. That's why in this Bhagavad Gita shlok, Krishna says, only to me, not anybody else. Not even in purport of Manmana Bhav Mad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskaru. In the purport of this, Prabhupada writes, even furthermore, he doesn't discuss about anything about demigods, nothing. Even he says, not even Vishnu. He doesn't say, he says no. He doesn't say even to Mathura Krishna. What he says? He says the Krishna who's standing on the Kesi Ghat, flutes in the hand with 3 bend. He's saying we have to surrender to him. This is mood of Srila Prabhupada. What Lord Chaitanya wanted to give, the same thing Prabhupada wanted to give us, or wants to give us. It depends on our, let us say, chastity or faithfulness of Srila Prabhupada books, his teachings, and his orders. Prabhupada so many times he told that I have given everything in my books. You don't have to find anything else other here and there. You just have to keep, read, reread, study, again study Srila Prabhupada books. Few times back, Devi Shakti Mataji was giving her classes, as you know all. Then again, by fortune, we got this chance to ask Mataji. Sometime we see devotees are, as I discussed before also, that devotees sometimes go here and there, here. No, I want to hear some Leela Katha or something here and something this, pastimes. Devi Shakti Mataji became really angry. She said, Prabhupada never wanted this. Even he wrote a letter to his disciples sometimes when he was on this planet. He says, whether you give class or whether here, whoever the person is there. So why I was speaking? Because of this, under the able guidance. Then we can come out of this most powerful enemy of our, which is keeping us in this material world. Lust in different degrees. And then when we see in the pastime of Lord Chaitanya, we see Haridas Thakur it looks like very easily he surpasses Maya Devi, but it was not so easy. He was strictly chanting, and you see he was chanting how many rounds every day? Parameshwar Prabhu? 192 rounds, right. But what Lord Chaitanya gave him instruction? Go and preach. He could say, oh Lord Chaitanya, I am chanting 192 rounds, I don't have time. No, he was preaching also. So he was following strictly Srila. He was following even normal etiquette, what to say, Vaishnava etiquette. He born in a Vaishnava family, he never entered in Jagannath Puri. Everybody knew he's a first class Vaishnava, but he never entered. To set up an example that how humble we should be. Sometimes devotees become dhoti kurta they wear and they sometimes they disrespect the people or journal. No, our acharyas, our Vaishnava never taught us this thing. This is like a journal etiquette. Anybody not born in Hindu family should not enter in Jagannath Puri. It's not like some Shastras are saying, anybody, we never heard. You have heard? You have heard, Prabhuji? Never, because this is like a general etiquette there. And they were following. Even Sanatan Goswami, they were following. Even they were born in Brahman family from South India. What to say, normal families. They were not entering. They were strictly followers of Lord Chaitanya. That's why. चक्षुदान दिल जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु सही दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशिता transcendental knowledge divya gyan hriday means it's like how you call prakashita क्या कहेंगे माता जी revealed thank you it is revealed in the heart. It's not just by our efforts we can get transcendental knowledge. Definitely efforts are appreciable, that we read, we do this, we do that. Even that activities of devotional service, whatever we do under the guidance, under the instruction. Why I am coming to Mangala Arati? Because my spiritual master told me and Krishna will be happy. Why I am studying Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita? Because my Guru Maharaj told me and Krishna will be happy. My Guru Maharaj will be happy. It's not that I will become some scholar, that's why I am studying. No. If somebody is studying Shastra in that mood, which we see especially in India, so many Bhagavad Kathakar, they study Srimad Bhagavatam, they memorize whole Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, many thousands of shlokas. They know Bhagavatam in and out sometimes more than devotees. You ask something them, they will quote the shloka, they will tell the pastime, everything. And you will say, oh my God. And they speak also very eloquently, singing. The general people become, wow, wonderful. They give lot of donation to them. But what happened in the last? Their very simple habits they cannot conquer. Which is in Krishna consciousness, even person comes in the beginning, 4 regulative principles, start following. Prabhupada was preaching to the people who were taking drugs. They left drugs. Why? Because Prabhupada he didn't went to America to see America or how America looks like. In his age, going to America is like a punishment. If somebody will tell me, maybe I would like to go because I'm in the middle age now. But at the age of 70 means to say somebody tell you go to America. And above that, if you are a spiritualist, above that, if you have taken a sannyas, it may be somebody is a materialistic person living with his family, this and that, and his son is in America. His son say, okay, Papa, please come to America. Father will be very happy. Oh, my son is calling me. But Prabhupada at the age of 70 sitting in Vrindavan writing books, going to America is like a great trouble for him. And then 2 heart attacks. So that's what Haridas Thakur was doing, that's what Srila Prabhupada was doing. So they come out of this. Prabhupada used to say, I will kick Maya with my feet sometimes to encourage his devotees. And sometimes he was praying that please Krishna, save me from your Maya. One more last pastime. This is from Giriraj Maharaj, which he told personally here in Vrindavan Dham. Again, by fortune, we have wonderful association of devotees sometimes here. Giriraj Maharaj was saying, this is, I think, when this 40th anniversary or 45th anniversary of our temple opening. Mataji, kab tha ye? 40वीं na? This photo is there. 40th anniversary of our temple opening, ISKCON Vrindavan. He was here, then he says this pastime. He says once he was in Bombay, and these people who wanted to take our land, Juhu land, they were doing everything to get this land. So the person, he sent his own car, because Giriraj Maharaj was at that time, he was taking care of that project, for something. And then when Maharaj came to car, and when he sit on the back seat as usual, he saw one woman is sitting next to him. He was like surprised, how is that? Then car went to destination wherever it was supposed to go. And then this woman wanted to, wanted to like catch His Holiness Giriraj Maharaj. Then Giriraj Maharaj was praying definitely to Krishna and then Srila Prabhupada. Then one very special thing he says, He says, I was thinking at that time, if I will go in this act, what Prabhupada will think about me, and what his name will be. He says that gave him empowerment, that he saves himself. So this Maya it's not that he'd catch only in Srimad Bhagavatam, Yajati Maharaj or some other people. We are here also in this material world, and Devi Eshi Gunamaya, Gunamayi, Krishna's Maya will test us on every step. Doesn't matter it with woman, doesn't matter it with name, fame. That's why Lord Chaitanya says, Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, na kavitam va jagadish kamaye. You see here, Sundari has come in between. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. Then kavitam, then jagadish. Sometime some fortunate souls come out of this, let us say, opposite attractions. But then Jagadish, everybody should follow me. Why they are not paying dandavats to me? Why this arti has not come to me? I am a strong brahmachari. No. So lust, that is also lust. And very wonderfully explained this thing in the pastime of Ambarish Maharaj and Durvasa Muni. Ambarish Maharaj was normally a very simple grasta, even a king. He must be having so many wives. But Durvasa Muni was chastised by Sudarshan Chakra. And so what a powerful person he was, Durvasa Muni. It's really, you used to say he could travel anywhere. He could travel even in the Swargaloka, he could travel even to Vaikuntha. He could see face to face Vishnu. Such a powerful person. Like a person like Prabhuji is sitting here, and he has such a powerful that he can talk directly with the Bill Gates, or he can directly talk with Mr. President or Mr. Modi. Think about your power. If you can talk directly with the Modi ji or President of America, so many people will follow you. That much power. This is just giving an example. What is the power of Durvasa? He was going all the way to different planets without any airstrip, by his own power. But still, he was not forgiven until he came back. So this is the form of a lust in different degrees. In our life, in a devotees, let us say so-called, for myself, practicing devotees, I would request that please bless me so I can follow instruction, whatever instruction I have got, and one day maybe come out of this energy. Thank you very much. Please forgive me if I have spoken something which is not appropriate. And first of all, I would like to take comments and correction. I would repeat your words. As I was speaking in the beginning,
that
people come to Vrindavan,
and they whimsically do something.
they whimsically do whatever they like. Govardhan Parikrama, Vrindavan Parikrama, Jamuna Snan.
So, but as recommended, Prabhupada has given us that we should be in the temple, and in these four walls everything is there.
Prabhupada said this, in these four walls everything is there. This is, Prabhupada.
We don't have to go here and there.
We should not go here and there.
And knowing this one also, why do we do this?
Knowing this also, why?
Why we do these things?
We means who?
We means those who are doing.
Those who are living outside the temple, they are independent.
Also inside the temple also.
If somebody is doing inside of the temple, if somebody is, let us say, first of all, this I gave this example to become very, let us say, lawful to Srila Prabhupada and his representative, because we are in ISKCON. And secondly, this is not, let us say, at least my business, who is doing or who is not doing. I have to see myself only. If I am not doing this thing, I should not do. But otherwise, authorities will see. Those who are devotees who are doing, this is their authority, they should check and make them understand, give them so much love and care that they didn't want to go.
Also, you were speaking about the Sundari, the woman. When brahmachari comes, they come in brahmachari and then they see the woman, they are attracted to the woman and
Yes.
they give up that brahmachari and they are attracted by this.
Yes.
So how is this when they are brahmachari and is their mind is not concentrating on their sadhana bhakti and that's why they are going to the woman.
No, that's why this
Mind is dividing, the lust is there.
this whole class, that's what I was speaking. Like, even if you are doing sadhana, with what consciousness? The consciousness is very important. Activities can be, let us say, different. Sometimes devotees are not staying in a temple. Somebody, Prabhuji was giving our example that somebody was telling this full-time devotees, or maybe Parameshwar Prabhu was saying that full-time devotees, and then Maharaj says, no, full-time devotee doesn't mean living in temple. Full-time devotees means this is Krishna, who is consciousness of thinking about Krishna all the time. You know, it doesn't matter you're living in a temple or you're living outside. Where is your consciousness? So when I'm doing some activities, I'm let us say waking up Mangala Arati or this and that, then what is my consciousness? Am I coming because I will not get prasadam 9 o'clock? Or temple commander will chastise me? Even in this consciousness person is coming, he will be okay after some time because he is coming to Mangala Arati. If he is serious, he is chanting, then Krishna will give him knowledge. Because at least he is following Srila Prabhupada. He is coming, Mangala Arati is this and that. But if somebody is, let us say, here in temple, Mangala Arati is going on, and somebody goes for parikrama, this is not desirable. Even that act, if he is doing, is far better than billions of people around the world. Those who doesn't know anything about Vrindavan, doesn't know anything about this parikrama, the person who is doing, at least we should give him that credit. But if somebody wants to go really come out of this lust problem, really become Nishkama Bhakta, then one has to follow. And Prabhupada shows by his own example, all our Acharya shows, and even present Prabhupada disciples are showing by their own example. So what else left for us? Thank you very much. Here is one question, is again and again Prabhuji. Yes, I will repeat. By the way, it is 6:30. If anybody wants to leave, they can leave. By the way, we are here only 6 people. But as an etiquette, if somebody wants to do Gayatri or chant more rounds, please, they can go. Yes, sir.
I was so inspired because also this morning was so much this point on the mission of our spiritual master, no? Like our life, no? Like they say that sometimes people hear in some class and they catch whatever they need.
This is not working.
And
This battery finish, energy finish.
I was catching this point of give the life for the spiritual master, no, for the mission of spiritual master. Like in this way, like Prabhupada, that he give his life for the mission of his spiritual master. And I wanna ask to you, like in all these years that you was follow and you was reading, what do you think this is our main instruction in this movement? No, what is the main instruction that we can follow for make Srila Prabhupada happy and our spiritual master? I know my spiritual master give to me 2 instructions, like this is like my life, but also I wanna ask to you, like which kind of instructions we will follow, and means like make shorter is like what is the point of be in this moment, in this age, in this point, in this planet, for some living entities that cut this knowledge, and now what is the point of all of this for us that we are trying to be devotees, no? Well, how we can say thank you? Yeah, can you understand? I don't speak so much English, but I hope.
Prabhuji's English is from South America. Even I, very hard to. If somebody can summarize his question, English is your language, Prabhuji.
He was asking what is the most
Which instruction pleased Prabhupada most?
Okay, yeah.
Yes, like this? This what Prabhupada. Prabhupada gave different instruction on different places, but the definitely chanting of 16 rounds very attentively, because this is the most I don't know if I exactly, but this question was asked by Srila Prabhupada, then I don't know where exactly, somebody can recall that. Prabhupada said, if you will become pure devotee, that will make me most happy. Definitely then acts can be different. But definitely we know that in Prabhupada's pastime, he was always liking book distribution. Anybody who was doing book distribution, he was favorite of Srila Prabhupada. And lot of other services definitely, but the crux is we have to become pure devotee. When we are on the stage of Nayanam Galadashwadharaya Vadanam Gadgad Rudrya Gira Pulakaya Nichatan Vapu Kada Tav Naam Grahane Bhavishyati. When that day will come, when Nayanam Galadashwadharaya. Definitely it's a very high stage, but that is our goal. Definitely we don't cry in front of everybody, but that's the goal. Yes, Prabhu.
Somebody asked Prabhupada very adamantly, Prabhupada, you say many things.
Yeah.
I really want to know what would please you the most.
Prabhuji is saying, Prabhupada said many things. Then one devotee very strongly, right, asked Prabhupada, what will please you more? Like many things are there. Or
Then Prabhupada thought about it for a while.
Then Prabhupada thought about a while.
He said, study Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam.
He said, study Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam.
Try to liberate everybody in the land.
Try?
Try to liberate everybody in the land.
Try to liberate
Everyone in the land.
everyone
Everyone in the land.
in the land. Oh, okay, on the earth. Anything, Prabhuji, from
Did I answer your question? I didn't hear your question.
comment from Prabhuji? You are very senior. Yes.
You speak about Nishkama Yoga. And not doing things so much independently.
Yes.
Just thought, just because
I was telling about Karma Yoga, and then I was telling
Nishkama.
Nishkama Yoga, and then I told about independence.
Yeah, but if you look at a lot of Prabhupada's letters, we see where a devotee goes, Prabhupada, I really want to do this.
Okay.
And Prabhupada, I mean, lots of letters don't say, you rascal, you are lusting, you are a rascal, you just do whatever your authority says. No, he's saying many times, he says, yes, do that, and do it with enthusiasm, and this and that, and you have my full blessings, like this. So, I mean, I know somewhere along the way we've been kind of trained to just yes authority, and that's what service to God is, and all that. I mean, I see that kind of affecting. That's there, but Prabhupada also had room for many things. Prabhupada was very liberal and would encourage the liberals. In so many ways, just like Devi Shakti wouldn't be here if she was doing just what the authority said. So that's, in my opinion, it doesn't have to be not just karma yoga. You see my point?
Your question is, sometimes we say like follow the authority or follow the instructions, make person like a, how you call? Like a horse with a,
Yeah.
right?
Well, like
Like,
you got your definition maybe of Nishkama Yoga, which is just doing whatever your authorities say. But Prabhupada was much more broad-minded.
Nishkama yoga, yes. Okay, Nishkama yoga, I said like that follow the authority, or like this type, maybe Prabhuji got this conception that I said that following of the authority. But Prabhupada did, whenever disciples of Prabhupada used to come and say, Prabhupada, we want to do this and that, and Prabhupada was encouraging them. Definitely. So it doesn't mean that if somebody, let us say, you have heard the story of this Guru Maharaj going on a horse, you know this. And even life of Prabhupada. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati never said he make temples. Did he said? He said preach and write books. So this is our intelligence. This is intelligence we have to use. Let us say some spiritual master says, okay, you go in Russia and preach. Or let us say, he says specifically, say you go and distribute books. Now he has to use his intelligence how to distribute books. Different ways of distributing books. Different ways of distributing books. And meanwhile, if he sees if temples are helping in distributing books, he will make temples also. We have to use our intelligence in expanding the order. But if let us say spiritual master says, you stay in temple and do deity worship, and somebody say, no Maharaj, I want to do book distribution. If that person will go for book distribution, spiritual master will not be so happy. But if he will go, spiritual master will not say, no, you don't go. He go.
I had thought on that. My temple president was engaging me in all kinds of services. But
Yeah.
I read Prabhupada's books, and I felt like Prabhupada really likes book distribution, and I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
So I asked my GBC, who's the spiritual master, is it better to do what my temple president tells me to do, or should I do book distribution? Which would be better? And he said, oh, for sure, do book distribution.
Your GBC told you this.
In fact, he said also that when they asked me to do anything about book distribution, I just wouldn't do it.
Pardon?
And he even went on to say when I was asked to do something other than book distribution, I just wouldn't do it.
You would not do it.
No, he said that if when he was younger, that when my authorities asked me to do something other than book distribution, he said he just wouldn't do it.
Okay.
So this what?
Yeah, it's broad. That's what I'm saying. It's not like, again, the horse with this, you cannot go here and there. No, it's devotional life is very broad.
This doesn't mean that you're doing wrong.
No, I'm saying independently. I'm saying about independence. You didn't took independently. Wait, just here. You didn't take this decision independently. You consult with the GBC. By the way, your, let us say, temple president is not your spiritual master. He is your service authority. Service authority. Then you ask the higher service authority. So this, let us say, this service authority have the reason to respect the bigger authority. Okay, Prabhu, even if I want you say no, but you go for that. And he should give you all facilities for book distribution. In this way, you will also advance, he will also advance, and GBC, by the way, is advancing. Thank you. Prabhuji has some question.
To disobey the order of the spiritual master is an offense.
Yeah, disobey the order of the spiritual master is offense. But if service authority is saying something who is not your spiritual master, then a disciple has the full right to ask from spiritual master. If he is not available, then representatives of the spiritual master like GBC. He should not be like this, tight and then, oh no, my order is last. It really breaks sometimes devotees very badly. Service authority is definitely very much respectable, but as the person who has come to surrender, by the way, it's not that everybody will say, oh, I want to go do this. This doesn't happen normally. Some devotees, let us say, he has liking for book distribution. So he asked. So it's not an offense. He's just expressing his desire. He is not saying, "Oh, I'm going for some beach to take bath or something, or I'm going to play football or watch soccer match." He said, "No, Prabhu, I just want to do not this service. Please engage me in service, this service." That is like broaden idea. That's what Srila Prabhupada did, no? Bhaktisiddhanta never said that you made temples also. He said you preach. You could preach only, make devotees, that's all. But he made temples because that was helping in his book distribution and making devotees. Similarly, so who else? Like writing books. Now his Prabhupada disciples are writing books. But this is all under like shelter of Srila Prabhupada's umbrella. Yes, Prabhu, you were having some.
I remember one time in one December marathon.
Yes, 1 December in Marathon.
Sankirtan. I was going like 5 a.m. till 10, 11 p.m. And I write to my Guru Maharaj, like, I'm making this, but I tell him like, normally I chant only 10 rounds or 11, but normally when I make this in January, I finish all my rounds. I keep chanting and I make this. And he said like, I know that you have this program for book distribution, but he said, I know your authorities are so nice, but also I know that this system born many of my disciples. And he said, you are making Sankirtan and you wanna be the number one, this is good, but for me it's better you follow my instruction, like chant your 16 rounds each day. And he said, and one more instruction that I wanna give you is make the quantity of service that make you happy. And was nice because yes, we have authority, directly authorities. We have like like yes, the president of the temple, the president of BBT, the president of this, GVC, and our guru, no? And we can like, and finally the guru say, okay, you can move little bit because this system can be so much for you, or like this, no?
Yeah, we have heard like those devotees who have best sadhana, those who are chanting very attentively and reading Prabhupada books, they are the best book distributors. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita Yatha Roop ki jai, समस्त गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।